Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the fourth, I believe, PSISTORM Community Showmatch. These matches will be played on the brand new season maps for next season, or the ones that Blizzard have stated as so far, and this will be a best of 3. So, spawning down here in the bottom right of New Gettysburg, it is Zane, representing PSISTORM Community. And down here in the bottom left of New Gettysburg, the green Terran, it is ToasterOven. Of course, both these players are PSISTORM Community. This is one of the newer maps, actually, I believe, used in GSL. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly what actually ends up happening on this map. So ToasterOven is an unorthodox player, as you may have seen in the previous show match that he actually took part in, that was recorded and put up on this channel. He is very interesting to see play and very entertaining more often than not. And Zane also plays a little bit of an unorthodox style, however, more focused towards ghosts. He likes ghosts. So we are going to see the CC going down quite a bit earlier, actually, for ToasterOven, with actually openings quite similar, actually, except he went CC before his racks, which is a lot safer since he did put a supply depot on this, blocking off this middle ground. So in order to actually send a Reaper or send a Scout, he would have to go all the way across the top of the map, which is a very long distance. So it was pretty safe to go for a CC first here. Now, we're seeing the factory go down, so nothing too exciting so far. With the double gas actually came, so I'm assuming this is probably going to be the usual mech style from ToasterOven. We see the Reaper going all the way around, as I said, from Zane, or Raging Storms. We're just going to call him Zane. I'm going to get a little bit of harass done here, but looks like, yeah, he may just get an SCV or two, maybe. Oh, it's actually the micro from Toaster, getting that Reaper a little bit low. There is not another Marine coming out currently. Of course, there is the reactor, so it's going to be going down. There is a starport now, so nothing too really all that surprising still. The third gas actually taken, so yeah, this is, I'm pretty sure, just going to be mech. Reaper actually just going to head back across the top. Actually, there's a second Reaper here. What is going on here? Just constant Reaper production. I'm not sure I really like this. Second barracks going down, factory already down, starport as well coming. So this is just going to be some early Reaper and I guess a Hellion pressure here from Zane. But there is already a Hellion and 2 Marines here, and oh, here comes what I assume will be double Vikings, maybe. A little bit of damage here. Oh, SCV's being pulled just to kind of trap these in here, and it's actually going to get a lot of damage done here on this. Oh, it's going to trap all of it here, and it's just going to get torn apart while Toaster actually just wails on it with this very low 10 HP Hellion. So a little bit of a micro mistake there, and Reaper's still coming across with another Hellion. Looks like he might just wait for no. Looks like he's just going to back off for now. With the double Viking and the tanks coming out now, this is 100% going to be a mech style, which on this map, based on the styles that I've seen so far on this map, will more than likely be a pretty good style, because these typically go to pretty long macro games, because it is hard to push an entire army here through the middle. Zane coming in with a little bit more pressure, maybe just a scout. Wait until he can see that third CC going down. As far as the worker count, it is quite one-sided, 36 SCVs to 27 in favor of ToasterOven, as well as a very heavy army swing in favor of ToasterOven. So far it looks like he's in a very commanding lead, very comfortable as well. Shouldn't be in any worry anytime soon for now. More Vikings in production. Looks like he came over here and probably ran into the missile turrets. Yeah, so there's a Banshee with Cloak actually coming. This is going to be an interesting choice with all the Vikings out, and now the energy we'll have to see because there's no detection. Oh, yep, there is. There's missile turrets, and more missile turrets going down as well. So I think Toaster actually, yeah, he saw the tech lab on the starport, so he definitely knows this is coming, which is why he's chosen to get the missile turrets. He does wait a little bit longer to get them. He probably knows about the timing that would be coming across, and it is perfect timing. Banshee just going to derp around here with these air blockers. Of course, this is one issue that there has been with this map, is that the air blockers tend to glitch out some of the flying units. And Banshee's just going to walk straight into a missile turret, straight into 2 missile turrets, and it goes down. So 17 supply now to 30 supply. Whoops, there's the production. So as far as upgrades, there's only Cloak so far for Zane, as well as another Banshee actually on the way as well. 3 racks production with STEM coming. And there's actually the tank, the ground upgrade for ToasterOven. And he already has a pretty sizable air force here with a lot more coming. I'm a little worried that he may be going a little air heavy, but we'll just have to see how that works out, or when he cools it on the air, because so far, I mean, there is a Banshee coming, but other than that, so far there's nothing as far as air goes. But he is, of course, still way ahead in army supply. Toaster is. There's no dance for the Hellions, Toaster says. He's also, yeah, the worker count is pretty even now, as Toaster has been just building his army up, as his 3rd CC is almost finished. So the 3rd CC actually does end up finishing faster for Zane, even though his 2nd CC was much, much later. Worker supply is now even. However, the army supply still is in favor of Toaster. The gas income, of course, much heavier in favor of Toaster since he is going for that mech style. Minerals are quite close, a little bit in favor of Zane as he is more bio-focused. I don't think he has enough tanks currently. I think he should probably... Oh, well, yep. So there's the standard 3 more racks at a time. So a lot of people will do their first racks, then their second racks. So be the first racks, then they do their 2nd and 3rd racks together, but then they add on 3 racks after that together. Pretty typical style here from Zane. Lots of tanks here from Toaster, as well as a lot of Vikings. So he has cooled it a little bit on the Viking production so far. Tanks still coming out. 2 more starports, so it's looking like he may be going a little more air focused this game, with a Sky Terran maybe. So these are going to be tech labs. There's the armory, and there's the fusion core. Yeah, so I'm predicting we're probably going to see battle cruisers, or as some people like to call them, cattle bruisers. But in TVT, getting this to bio and no anti-air, and just letting Toaster macro like this, they are going to be more battle cruisers than cattle bruisers. And Toaster, with this mech style, is pretty content just sitting back and macroing. He also sees, almost the entirety of the army for Zane, and it's not all that big. Of course, his 1-1 is about to finish. He has concussive shells, combat shields, and stem, but Toaster is on +2 attack for his factory units. So yep, there are the double battle cruisers at a time. Defense for mech units is going up, as well as +1 attack for air units is being researched. I really enjoy doing these casts for the in-houses because it gives just some content for those who maybe would want a more relaxed cast, just any on their, like, you know, in their open time. Even though I'm not the best caster, I try and do my best to give content for those who want it. But we are going to see the 4th CC now going down for Toaster, as well as the 5th CC. Possibly just going to be planetaries. Maybe one will be an expansion. The Bio Ball with only 4 tanks is moving across the field for Zane. There are only 2 medevacs and then 1 Banshee as well. I think the medevac count is really what's going to hurt him here, as well as the tank count is what's going to hurt him here. He is ahead in army supply, as the army supply is coming out a little bit slower here for ToasterOven. His battle cruisers are, his third and fourth battle cruisers rather, is about to come out. He has high-sec tracking now, as well as +1 air, +2 ground, +1 defense for mech. And I believe that's Yamato. I'm not sure. Coming out. He sees the army coming across. This missile turret's actually going to take out the Banshee, as well as one of the medevacs, it looks like. This is not good. Most of ToasterOven's army is actually pretty defensively out of the way here, so it's just the battle cruisers and the air. There are no medevacs here, so all of these tank shots are very critical, each and every one. The tank's doing just about nothing for Zane. Marauders can't shoot up. All the Marines are almost gone. Liberators sieged up here, and Vikings, you know, just hanging out because there is almost nothing in the air from Zane, which kind of led to a lot of his demise here, it looks like. Oh, is this going to be derp? Yep, there we go. Vikings going to have a good time. The expansion to the gold here for Zane, as well as this little bit further off 4th. 4 more racks going down. And he has those upgrades for the infantry coming out as well. +3 attack. But honestly, with 108 to 42 supply, if Toaster moved his tanks along with his air, he could just easily roll this army. I think even with just the air, he can still roll this army pretty solidly. He could always land his Vikings, but he probably won't. I mean, actually, he might at this point with no other air. I mean, yeah. So these battle cruisers are going to do a lot. Ship weapons level 2 and plating level 2 about to finish, which is going to be pretty big here for Toaster. Oh, the Yamato going down. Oh, 1 battle cruiser goes down. And the Marines almost all going down now. Liberator sieging up, gonna get a bunch of these Marines. There's a lot of drones going down here, just kind of sitting there, as well as a lot of the army supply going down. For Zane, rather, he's not gonna repair this barracks, it's actually just gonna die. 19 army supply, 17 army supply to 112. I would say this is all but the GG for as far as how over it is. Toaster's still macroing behind this with more CCs, more planetaries, I assume. Oh, it looks like he's actually going to load up in here, and he's going to fly to the space here. Oh, this is wonderful to see, even though the game's pretty much already over. Yamato cannon's on the CC. This CC goes down. Only 15 army supply here for Zane. He just simply can't produce fast enough because of how far he was already behind. Against mech, you just can't allow him to get to this critical mass, and Toaster got a critical mass pretty early, actually. So it's beginning to look like game one is going to be going to ToasterOven, especially since now he has these SCVs here, just repairing all of his air. One Cyclone's not going to do you a whole lot of good, bud. Even those couple Marines, it's... Yeah, so it even already just locks onto a Viking. Vikings really not the MVPs of this game, as they've done absolutely nothing. GG's going to be called, and ToasterOven takes game number one. Alright. So game one goes to Toaster. Next map will be Galactic Process. Since that is another one of the new maps, I believe it's supposed to be this one. This is 1.1, so we're going to assume it's this one. That was a pretty convincing win there from ToasterOven. I can't imagine that could have gone any other way, especially just out of the massive difference early game allowed the mech players, allows pretty much any mech player to get a solid ground and then just slowly build that lead. Alright, so game two is about to start here on Galactic Process. We will see you in game. And here we are on map 2, Galactic Process. Spawning in the top right, down 0 to 1 on this best of 3 show match on the new maps, it is Zane. And down here in the bottom left, also playing on Terran, however he is green, representing the PSISTORM community, it is ToasterOven. So gas first opening here from ToasterOven, as well as from Zane. Rax comes down earlier for ToasterOven. A little bit later here from Zane. Oh, double Rax here from ToasterOven. So it's looking like we might be, he's rallying them already across. So it's looking we're going to see Reapers. Now, with Reapers, they can jump straight across here, all over the middle of the map, but there is such a long distance that some players say that they really think that Reapers will be good on this map, and some players think that they're not going to be. Of course, we still only see one gas from ToasterOven. Oh, well, nope. He corrects me there and takes his second gas. Orbital down for Zane, so it's looking like, yeah, it's just going to be that Reaper, well, no, not Reaper Expand. It's probably going to be his same build from the last game where he goes double Reaper and a Hellion, but we are just seeing 3 Rex Reaper here from ToasterOven. Now, there's not just going to be a mech army this game like last game, so Toaster's not just going to absolutely steamroll necessarily, it's going to be more dependent on his micro. Zane's Reaper still, oh, now it's turning back, but it's already going to lose this drone more than likely. Now with this second Reaper here, I think Zane now realizes what this is. He's getting his Hellion out. He actually grabbed a tech lab rather than a reactor this time. I'm not sure if this was on purpose, or if it was on accident. Toaster loses that Reaper, but he has 2 more on the way. I mean, 2 more already here, 1 more coming. Depending on how he can micro here, this might go well or bad. He loses 1 more, 2 drones going down. He might lose another. Oh, he does lose another. More Reapers coming across. He might just amass a couple more Reapers before he goes back in. No, he's just gonna, he might get this before this CC goes down. Oh, he does! Only 30 more left until it would have been finished. Oh, and this SCV is gonna go down as well. So 4 SCVs now going down. Let's see, the micro's gonna, he needs to split well against these Hellions. Oh, he needs to split! Split! Oh, he's gonna get both the Hellions. Now he has 5 Reapers here. Oh, well, that Reaper's just gonna hang out here. He's gonna poke at this. He's gonna, 1 Reaper comes out. Widowmine on the way for Zane, but it's gonna be a pretty far away. 3 more SCVs going down. This looks like it's gonna be another steamroll. It's gonna be a quick game here on Galactic Process, as we can see. And it is, oh, no GG. Game number 2 will go to ToasterOven. It'll be a 2-0 lead. Well, so that was the 4th showmatch, in-house showmatch rather, from PSISTORM community between Zane and ToasterOven. ToasterOven taking a 2-0 lead on the proposed new ladder maps. Game 1 going a very heavy mech style and, you know, pretty much just rolling over his opponent. And this game micro very, very well, and against an opponent who wasn't really ready for what was coming his way. Didn't scout as well, so he had no idea what was coming. But thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who stuck around and watched the entire thing. Thank you for coming and watching by. If you liked it, I would really appreciate this, if you subscribed. If you liked it, you know, of course you can like it. Sharing it with friends helps me out a lot, gets people to watch some of my videos. But again, I will see you next time until the next game that I cast, which I already have one that I think I'm going to cast. I don't know if it's going to be a solo cast or a cast with a co-caster. But we will find out if you stick around, and I will see you guys later. Have a nice evening.